Alongside her husband, she spent decades fighting for the country's freedom.
Of Africa. To me today, I'm a big, great mother.
One day we were sitting in the house and she laughed. I said, "What are you laughing at?" She said, "As women, we would be sitting there and would say, I would be saying to the women, I'll call her to come and pick up the tray. Then you must know this woman who moves with men at night." And of course, I just laughed. I said, "Is that what you thought of me?" And she said, "Yes, Ellen. Those years I didn't understand. But today, I'm exactly where you are. Nothing can stop me from what I must do within the movement of the women and within the movement of the ANC."
In 1990, she was at the forefront of setting up the National Children's Rights Committee. The organization was supported by UNICEF. With the release of Nelson Mandela in 1990, Sisulu played a pivotal role. Amidst the chaos that ensued during the release of Madiba, Sisulu stepped in.
The two people who helped to convince them that sanctions ought to be applied against the South African government, P.W. Botha, number one, number two, Albertina Sisulu. And we know that soon thereafter, the U.S. Congress passed the anti-apartheid legislation, mastering a veto, a presidential veto override into the bargain.
Ahead of the country's first democratic elections, Sisulu vigorously canvassed for votes. And it was Sisulu who nominated Nelson Mandela for the position of South Africa's first black president.
I nominate Nelson Rolihlahla Mandela for election as president. Thank you.
She served one term as a legislator before retiring. During this time, she was also elected as the president of the World Peace Council. Post-1994, she rededicated her life towards the welfare of children. Sisulu received several awards during her lifetime. In 2001, she received the Rotary International Award for Women and Children.
Women of South Africa. This is not mine alone. I was not alone. There are those who have died in South Africa, being women, because of the struggle. There are those who died for helping those who are struggling to live. We have children today who are dumped in the veld because their parents are afraid of having those children who have got what we call AIDS. It is our duty, therefore, mothers of this country, to say to it that we look after those children.
The Sisulus lived in Orlando, Soweto for 60 years. This street is filled with history, shaped by the blood, sweat and tears of thousands. For the residents of Orlando, Sisulu was a pillar of the community.
She's a people's people, you know. There is nowhere you could go hungry if she's there. Up to the fact that if you go to her house hungry, she doesn't want to know where do you come from. We had strangers coming in, staying over.
I nearly cried. I was crying. I'd never eat my supper yesterday, the way I was so cross. Oh, I grew up under this family of Sisulu.
And the house was not, it was a 4-room house, and I was a young child. My mother was a friend of Albertina Sisulu.
A matriarch, a mother to the nation, Masisulu was often described as a symbol of courage, one who kept her family together. Amidst much jubilation, the couple also renewed their marriage vows.
You may kiss the bride now.
In 2003, Walter Sisulu died.
A unity of such deep friendship and mutual respect, a personal and political partnership that transcended and survived all hardships, separations, and persecution. And if our nation has to take an example of its own future together, where better than to look to the family that Walter and Albertina nurtured, held together, and left.
We just love having her around. Not very many people live to be that old. Our father left us just when we thought she was going to give us another year or two. But of course, you know, the years on the island had taken their toll on my father. We thought my mother would probably follow my dad because we were so close. And we begged her, we said, no, you know, you need to live on, you know. We still want you, we still need you. And it's amazing that she has played that role.
In 2007, the Walter Sisulu Pediatric Cardiac Center was opened.
I'm very happy that you kept the date of my birthday. Thank you very much.
On her 92nd birthday, Masisulu celebrated the 400th surgery funded by the foundation. The center focuses on the delivery of life-saving operations for underprivileged children with heart conditions. Last Thursday, the final chapter of one of the country's greatest love stories was written. Among the throngs were also heads of state who paid tribute to the struggle icon.
I would like to say to the country, Mama Sisulu has been with us, our leader, our mother. She has been with us in the struggle. She has been with us in the democratic period when she was a member of parliament. And of course, because of aging, she retired and she has been at home. She has left us very suddenly.
Mama Albertina was not only a leader of our women in this country, a leader of all our people, but to many of us she was a mother. She brought us up, taught us many of the things that we got to know about the struggle, many of the things that we got to know about how we should conduct ourselves. And in a sense, when she goes, all of us would feel that sense of loss. And I really hope that all of us, as we pay tribute to her, we would remember what she taught us.
Hers was a faithful life of service and dedication and sacrifice.
Yeah. Well, do you want to kiss me? Yeah.
Masisulu is survived by 7 children, 25 grandchildren, and 14 great-grandchildren. Hamba Kahle Masisulu. Rest in peace.